Hey, welcome to part one of Google Professional Cloud Architect Certification. These are all important questions, so please subscribe to get alerts. So, this yellow box is on premises data center, and the blue box is Google Cloud Platform. This blue box. So, you want to move from here to here, and you there is a requirement to store passwords, and we are asked to provide authentication strategy. So when systems ask for username and passwords, that is the time authentication happens. Authorization is different and authentication is different. We are talking about just from a security standpoint, we are talking about authentication. So first option says let's use G Suite. So this is used for syncing passwords between Google and Microsoft Active Directory. So in this question, there is no mention of Active Directory. That's why this is wrong. Option B says let's federate the authentication. See, authentication SAML 2.0 is used most of the times. So here they are telling let's federate the authentication to existing identity provider. The identity provider can be anyone, Active Directory or anything. So they are saying that we will use SAML 2.0, which is correct. It will work for this case. So Google Cloud Directory Sync is also used for synchronizing Google account with your Microsoft LDAP or Active Directory or LDAP servers. It does not migrate email messages, calendar events, or files to Google account. It will only synchronize Google users, groups, shared contacts to match the LDAP server. Synchronize means whatever I have, I'll give it to you. Whatever you have, you give it to me. So this sort of actually nobody is talking about Active Directory here in the question. So I'm tracking this out. D says ask users to set their Google password to match their corporate password. This is really silly. Why would we, in, as a senior architect, you are not expected to give such foolish solutions. So option B is correct. Federate authentication via SAML 2.0. So this will work with any identity provider, and this article is mentioning the best practices of how to achieve it. You can pause this and read it. So this is how the mapping of identities is done, and you can use the same identity across all federated systems. So all that's required to establish a mapping is to verify that SAML assertion that the IDP supplies to Google contains name ID claim with a value that matches primary email address of a existing cloud entity or Google's workspace user. So that is how the federation works. So in this case, uh, sync up is not better than federation. Reason is first is sync up is for um, Active Directory primarily or similar LDAP. But in this question for the option B, we see existing identity provider. It can be anything. We are seeing whatever you have. I don't care what you have, but I will federate with anything you have. So that looks more logical. See, in this next question, you have moved to cloud. That has already happened. Okay. And what you have to do now is you have to analyze. So once you are on cloud, no, this is your cloud. They want you to analyze data stream to optimize operations, and they have a bunch of batch and stream processing. So batch processing for large volume data movement, and stream processing for uh, real-time data movement. So what should we use? So cloud data proc we use for running Hadoop, Spark clusters, and so on. And data flow is something which use for stream and batch data both. It is serverless and cost effective. So Dataproc would be wrong to use here because we are not limited to big data systems like Spark and Hadoop. We have also real-time system. So data flow serves the bill purpose. This looks correct. Now C and D. So big table is for lots and lots and lots and lots of data. So it is a storage solution for billion of records. We cannot use for this purpose as stream processing is missing, and BigQuery. So BigQuery is just for data warehouse. You can fire SQL queries, use it for machine learning and geospatial analysis. So this is a compute solution. So option D is wrong. Option B, cloud data flow, is correct. Data flow gives you real-time insights with data streaming and machine learning. Fully managed data processing service. We need a data processing service here. So you see this mix of batch and stream processing service is required here. So your customer is receiving reports, and what is the report saying? It is saying that, so the report is saying that Google App Engine application is taking 30 seconds to load for some of its users. What is App Engine? So it, if you have websites, then you can use it. It is a monolithic server. That means a single point of failure. Monolithic means mono, single. It does not have cushion for multiple points of failure. Advantage is it frees users, developers with zero server management and zero configuration deployments. So what they are saying is recently they did some update. Only after that recent update they are facing this issue. Okay. So work with ISP to diagnose the problem cannot be an issue here, na? Because this was working already. So ISP is not a bottleneck here because it was working. Again, when we deployed this application, it is not working. So, and B, it is your application. Why will Google help you with a support ticket? First, you should scan your application for troubleshooting this problem. See, D, they are saying that let us roll it back to previous version. That is fine. So that people can use the production which was working now. Because when you put this, the production broke. So you roll it back so that the production will work. But then they are saying that I will do my investigation and troubleshooting in production box itself. So that is why this is wrong, because then production users will face the problem. They will face slowness, application will not work. So the same exercise you should do it in uh, a dev or test environment. So option C would be our final answer. So if you have not yet subscribed, do so. It will help you with certifications. So many people have cleared various certifications on AWS, Azure, Google Cloud using the content on this channel. So this is a brand new playlist that we have created for Google Professional Cloud Architect certification. These are all important questions. It will give you a lot of different flavors to practice for the exam, and you may get same or similar questions. I will post some more questions for the paid group, that is Cloud Ninja member. It will not be available to Cloud Kernel. Cloud Ninja is for advanced certification. This is an advanced certification. You do this certification and your CV will have a lot of value because this is a professional certification. So you can expect promotion and good pay hikes when you switch your job. Within the organization itself, you would get good quality work. So see you in the next part.